Shalom Jews, welcome back to today's video, and in this video we are going to be doing I believe it's the 5th preparation episode of the Galarian Elite Gym Challenge. We're going to dive straight into it because I want to get through as much as possible. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you are new, and obviously check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 6:30 PM GMT or BST, dependent on the time zone that I'm currently in. And obviously make sure you leave a comment down below as well, just so that it helps me in the algorithm, massive amount, so that would be great. Thank you very much indeed. And obviously check out ASConflict on Twitch and YouTube as well. His links will be in the description of this video also. So let's get straight into it. So this one should be a pretty short one because I've had a couple of discussions with ASConflict or Conflict, as you guys know him, about the teams, because he does watch these videos. So we just had a couple of discussions here and there about a couple of things. So obviously we're going after the Frozen badge and we are going up against an Ice type gym. Now straight off the bat, I'm fairly convinced of what I'm going to do in terms of this team, and I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to take out our Gyarados, and also I think we're taking out the Rhyperior, I believe I thought about. Now the rest of the team is pretty good. Now the Gengar, or it may have been the Gengar actually, I think it might be the Gyarados and the Gengar, yeah, and the Gyarados will be taken over by our Lucario. We're going to switch in the Lucario back in that we had, which is here at the moment. I've left the build that I usually use in here. So the reason I'm going to do that, and I think what I'll do just to be sure, is I'll add in the Gyarados back in, or make a new team here as well, and we'll make it OU. Let's just import from text here, and what we'll do actually is if we do this and then import and export the team as it is, and then go into our extra team, our new team here, which is going to be GEGC week 5, or should I say gym 5, there as well. Copy this into here, save. Okay, so now we've got that, and then we can make any changes that we want to as well. What I'll do is I'll make a plus so that you guys can see what we'll do, and then we can get on to the next part. So what we'll do is we'll take my Lucario build, and what I'm going to do is I'm then going to go into this team and swap this guy out for our Lucario. Now I think based on the type advantages, which I'll show you guys now if I can get the things correct, is from looking at ice, we've got Fighting, Fire, Rock and Steel as the types that are beneficial against this next team. So I think by looking at it, the Sword Stance build we have for the Lucario is beneficial, and looking at the water type of the Gyarados, I think we're better off switching him out, or her out should I say, as we have a female one, and bringing in this Lucario, which would be really, really good. I think the close combat will do as well, and so will the Meteor Mash. The extreme speed's there just for a priority speed move. And I think the Bullet Punch is really good on the Sizzle. Again, Sword Stance with the superpower. Psycho Cut is extra. The Gengar, we will be switching out. I think, yeah, now looking at it, the Rhyperior that will stay in because of the Rock Slide, the Stone Edge, which is super effective there. Obviously, we have the Fire and the on the Volcarona, and there is the Grass as well. So the Ferrothorn could be at a disadvantage here, which we'll have to look into. So we'll get a lot of time to actually break down what could potentially be coming from this episode. I think the Lucario is good to come back in, which means we only need to shiny hunt one Pokemon. Now, I did do a bit of research prior, and I wanted to see what everybody kind of thought, so make sure to leave your comments down below. But because the Gengar is Choice Scarfed, this is a brilliant build. I love this Gengar to pieces. I really like it. But I don't think it's beneficial in this fight. And as we saw in the Bug Gym, this was kind of a sacrifice. We didn't really use it the way it should have been intended, and we kind of made a weird play with this Gengar, and it kind of just got sacked off because of the Bullet Punch from, believe it or not, Con's Sizzle. So looking at it, we'll take him out, And the Pokemon we need is we need a special attacker. Now, looking at potential builds and things like that and Pokemon that are in the OU section, I've been looking at a few, and I asked for some recommendations from Con to see what to, you know, kind of consider, and then go right, what's best based on this select few, and then based on our team and if it could work or not. And one that I'm actually thinking of, because we look at it more from a type perspective now, believe it or not, which I didn't even know was in OU, is Magnezone. Now, the Magnezone I really like. Con has shown me a build from a private thing that I'm not going to use, but just how it kind of could be run, and it's very interesting. Now, the way I've looked at both builds in Iron Defense and in the Iron Defense build and the Choice Specs build, and because we ran Gengar on a Choice Specs, I'm actually going to run the Choice Specs build on the Magnezone. Now, the reason I'm going to do that is if we look at both builds from the OU perspective here, you've got the Iron Defense build, which is Iron Defense Body Press, which is obviously the fighting move, the Thunderbolt with the Toxic and the Teleport. Now, the way we can run this is obviously you've got the Choice Specs build, which you could have move forward Body Press. So we could go with, you've got the Thunderbolt, the Flash Cannon, the Volt Switch, and the Toxic and the Body Press. And essentially the way we're going to run it is, obviously you can't get Toxic in there, so what we're going to simply do is I'm going to paste in the build, okay, and we're going to obviously make it shiny, and we will then take, so Magnet Pull is not its hidden ability, so it's one of the two, and we'll check what ability that is on the, I believe, the Magnemite, if I'm correct in saying, which is what we'll be hunting. What we're going to do is, instead of Toxic, we're going to put Volt Switch in here instead, in the fourth slot, because I like my switch moves like U-turn and things like that to go in the fourth slot. We've got Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, and what we could then run is the Body Press here, because I didn't think of that. I was going to go with something interesting, which was going to be another electric move, but due to how we're trying to play it, the Flash Cannon could be very nice here. We've got the special attack, and obviously there is the physical. I don't know why it would run Body Press actually, because it's a physical move, but whether just to counteract physical types they use that. Is there any other like fighting moves that it could learn? Obviously you have the Steel Beam, but I don't really want to run that. You've got the Tri Attack there, that's interesting. Usually useless moves. I'm trying to see if they've got, this is his normal moves, which I'd like to stay in. So Body Press is in there, which is interesting, and it is a special build, as we can see. Does it have any zeros? It's 0 in attack, which is fine. At least it's not 0 speed, which we don't have, because the attack stat doesn't matter, so that's fine. Even if we got best in speed, it genuinely wouldn't matter. Let's run the Body Press, and for now, and if the Body Press works, because it is in this build, obviously for move 4, we just swap move 3 and 4 around, if that makes sense, if you look at it that way. And how is this run? So Modest is plus special attack minus attack, and Timid is plus speed minus attack. So do we want to do better special attack, or do we want to do speed? I like speed a lot, so, and because of the Choice Specs, I think the best way to run this is probably Timid, personally, myself. So I think we're going to go with Timid to just add to that speed. And then we've got the Choice Specs anyway, which helps with our special attack. So I think that'll be more beneficial. But I think that's basically the team we're going to run, because we've got the Flash Cannon there, you've got the Body Press. Everything else is pretty much I'm happy with. Just the Ferrothorn is a little bit of a concern with the grass typing, but because of the Steel Extra, it kind of helps a little bit, but it's not a threat. It's under threat, should I say, which could potentially come out. So I'm personally happy with that team. Now the next thing I actually want to do is I want to go, no, I don't want to go onto my Regirock build there. What I want to do is I want to add a Pokemon and type in the type Ice. We need to figure out what he could potentially be bringing. Now, there's a chance of a Weavile. So he's got a 4 times weakness to fighting and 2 times weak to rock. He's got Bug as well, so the Volcarona can help with that, and also Fairy as well. Psychic he's immune to, so the Psycho Cut is a little bit rendered useless. We'll have a look and see if they all have Psychic, because we may have to change the Psycho Cut over if there's a thing we could do with that quickly as well. Cloyster could be a huge one. So it's not immune to anything. Psychic is a 1 times with Electric Grass, Rock and Fighting. There's grass moves in there that could potentially be of service there anyway, with resistance to water and ice. We could see an Alolan Ninetales come out. So what are we looking at here? We got 4 times weak to steel, with 2 times weak to poison, and the rock and the fire. So the poison jab could still come in really well from the Lucario that we've got. So we could see an Arctozolt coming out. That could be a thing. We're looking at a fighting ground, rock and fire. Nothing major with the flying resistance, the electric resistance, the ice resistance. Everything else is a 1 times. Interesting. Frostlass as well. Here we go. So we've got rock, ghost, steel, fire and dark. Okay, interesting. So rock seems to be a huge one, and steel seems to be massive as well. We've got the Abomasnow, maybe the Arctovish, fighting, flying, poison, rock, bug, steel, fire. There's a lot of weaknesses on the Abomasnow with fire, so he may not bring that because there's 7 weaknesses to Abomasnow there with a 4 times to fire. We're looking at fighting, rock, grass, electric. Psychic is fine. It's just on the 1 Pokemon with the water and ice. Okay, cool. There's an Avalugg, possibly a Beartic. Fighting, rock, still fire. The usual weaknesses. We're looking at fighting, rock, still fire again, so they must be soul ice types, and I've just not paid attention. We could see potentially a Lapras, which I think is the same as a Oyster there as well. You could have the Mr. Rhyme come out, possibly the Jinx as well. So if we do Mr. Rhyme, so we're looking at a thing of rock, bug, ghost, still, fire, dark. Quite a lot of weaknesses there. I can't really see him bringing these, but obviously that would be the same for Jinx as well there if he did decide to bring that. You could have a Rotom Frost, maybe a Alolan Sandslash or a Vanilluxe. I kind of predict the Vanilluxe could be in that as well. Again, that's the same because it's Soul Ice as well. We got the Ice Steel, which could potentially be an issue. So yeah, I reckon if I had to predict some, I reckon the Vanilluxe, could come out. I reckon we could see a Galarian as well, a Glaceon, potentially a Beartic. I don't know how really good it is to run. Obviously, it's in PU, so I don't know. Arctozolt we could see. I reckon a Cloyster could be in there on a Alolan Ninetales because I've seen him use a Alolan Pokemon before. We could also see the Weavile as well, but again, this is all speculation, but the usual types are covered. And I'm pretty happy that if I have taken Poison Jab out for 1 move, I'm willing to put another move back, which I think it might be Meteor Mash. So we can put that back there. And I'll look at how it's built and look at this build. And obviously I put it in the Galarian Elite Gym Challenge Gym 5 team. And that's how it's built. So I think now we've got time for 3 games and then we can go on from there, really. So let's crack on. Now, what I should really check is Focus Sash, Life Orb, Choice Scarf. Oh, hey? Did I not put the Magnezone in? Right, guys, I've added that back in. So we've got Focus Sash, Life Orb, Choice Specs, Leftovers, Heavy Duty Boots, Leftovers. So it looks like pretty much the only double up we've got is 2 Leftovers in Rhyperior and our Ferrothorn, which is absolutely fine. So there shouldn't be any problems, I don't think, with running this team. So we want to run Galarian Elite Gym 5 here. And let's see how we get on in this. There shouldn't be any issues, but hopefully we get a game fairly quickly. It is searching now. Here we are. So I'm going to just minus out a bit so I can see everything. Let's run with Lucario first and see how we get on. Right, with this team and see if we can see anything. It's running a Cobalion, Dracozolt, Thunderous it looks like. Let's go with the close combat here. And Seismitoad is there. Oh. Still Meteor Mash. Oh. There we go. Let's go into Scizor. It's immune to... Oh, Bullet Punches does a bit as well. Let's see what he goes in with now. He may switch out, to be fair, to keep the Dragapult alive. He's got Victini, Buzzwole in there. Seismitoad he goes into. It resists that as well. And we're on 1%. Let's go in with the Psycho Cut. Stealth Rock comes up on the Seismitoad. And then what we want to do is go Rhypheria. And then what we want to do is... Ooh. Sword Stance. Okay. And then... Okay. Fire Punch. Let's go in with Magnezone here. And we're going to Flash Cannon here. Oh, super effective on that. Okay. Volcarona. Buzz. Oh. 8% on this thing. Psychic. There he goes. First one down. I got one down at least. Who could he bring out now? He's going to bring the Dragapult back out. Flamethrower here, maybe. Oh, he has Hydro Pump on the thing. And Ferroform. And we'll Gyro Ball this guy. Here. And then he'll have fire moves. We'll Leech Seed him and see if we hit. See how long we survive. Obviously, we're only with one Pokemon. And that will be that. Well, he had loads of people there that I didn't think he would have. But we'll go into the next battle here. See if we can get anybody else. Searching, here we go. So we've got that. We'll go with Ferrothorn. So he's got a Alolan Executor with Porygon 2, Glastrier, Melmetal, Alolan Marowak, and yeah. And what we're looking at with you, we're looking at Grass Dragon. So we'll go into Volcarona here. And I'm going to Trick Room. Actually, no, I'm not, based on that. I'm going to Flamethrower. And see what else is there. Okay. Okay, he does resist. We'll see how much damage we do with the Marowak. Okay, what did he just use? Shadow Bone, okay. We got Fire there. Possibly the Lucario. Let's go with Rhypheria here. And Rock Slide. And see how much damage we can do. Hopefully, I don't know what he's got. I think we're quite super effective to this team. The problem with testing out these teams is now is we've got Boomerang. Oh god. And there goes the Marowak. With that, got the Executor there. And Grass Dragon with the Fire Punch. Who is faster? That is the question. If I'm faster, I may knock this thing out. I don't know. But who knows what he's going to do with this one. Still got Melmetal, Porygon 2, Glastrier, and Tapu Fini in the back. Let's see who he brings out. Hopefully, if the Trick Room works out, we may be faster because we are really, really slow. So, who knows what he's going to do here. We'll get rid of this tab at the same time. And here we go. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Jesus, he's taking a long time. And we could be sat here for like 2 minutes and he could have forfeited or gone AFK. I don't want to stop the timer. We're gonna have to, looks like we're just gonna have to wait there for that one. Uldra, I don't know why he's really waiting, because he's still got so many options over this team in my opinion. But oh no, Giga Drain. Sound, okay, and then we'll go in with Grass Dragon. So let's go in with the flash cannon here and see how much damage we do. And there is a berry. He's got crit rune goes back up, and got that with the burn as well. And there goes that one. And then we've got Porygon 2, Melmetal could come out, Tapu Fini with Glastrier. Let's see who we've got. He's going to bring in the Melmetal here. Now I'll go with Sizzle, see if we can change anybody. And he does have EQ on this thing. Now we're going to Sword Stance. And he's faster, so I probably should have just super powered because he'll just EQ probably to finish this off at 3%. So we'll go with that. And he's got a minute and a half left to make a decision. He goes in with that there. And then what we'll do is we'll go in with Lucario here. And I'm gonna cancel that and go extreme speed, I think. It's all nuts. God. I wish this guy wouldn't take so long because I want to try and do one more. But yeah. See, this guy's probably doing like real calculations and things. But if this guy takes any longer, I may forfeit because, to be fair, we've got all of this. But we'll see how he does here as well. Extreme speed, resisted, EQ, super effective with Sash. And I'm going to just forfeit this battle and we'll go into the next one because the recording is getting to about 30 minutes now somehow. So yeah, okay. Right, Alakazam, Alolan, Ninetales, I think. With that, let's go in with Lucario here. Alolan, Ninetales here. We'll go in with the Meteor Mash. And that'll kill that thing off. Very nice. Hail is on us. So he's got a... oh god, I can't remember the names of it. Metagross, Weavile, Aurorus with Alakazam and I forgot, Inteleon left. And what's he going to go in with? He's going to go with this. We'll close combat him and see how much damage that does. It resists fighting, which is fine. And we're going to go in with the extreme speed here and see how much damage it does. Okay, so he switches into Metagross here. Now, realistically, we're going to go in with, I think, Volcarona. Cosmic Power, special defense here. And then all the defenses go up. And then, hey, I never did anything. Gold DX, okay. So I'm gonna just play it safe and try and do extra things. Oh, he's got, I think, a flavor and agility on this thing. Jesus, this thing is bulky. So we'll it resists. Now we'll go in with the Rhypheria here, and we'll Fire Punch. See how much he can do. Now he's got 2 times attack and 2 times special attack here. Body Press, tanky boy. There we go with the burn as well. So a little bit of extra damage. I think we're just going to keep Fire Punching him, really, because realistically right now we just need to get him down. So he's in the red, and the Aurora Veil comes off. Super effective. We're still tanky though, so... oh, did I actually pressed the wrong move. Oh, he's on 1-8. Fire Punch. He's got the burn on him though, so if he sacks him off, then we've got that as well. There you go, super effective. That could have killed him off there, which is a shame. I pressed the wrong move in Stone Edge. Right, now we've got the Aurora's coming out here, Fire Punch coming out. And we'll go in with Sword Stance here. See if we can get something off Encore. Yeah, okay. Fire Punch again, it's fine. Oh, Ice comes out, Blizzard. And then, right, so what we want to do is go in with Magnezone. and we'll flash cannon you. Because this is rock ice. I think this still is super effective. So, yep, there you go. We have flash cannon on this thing with the Aurora Veil up. With hail for 1 or 4 turns. But the foe's Aurora Veil is going down as well. Let's see who he goes in with. He's going to go in with the Weavile here. We'll use flash cannon again with the choice specs. So, knockoff comes out with the Weavile. And yep, we'll see if how much the Volt Switch actually does, and we'll go into the Sizzle here. Resisted with the extra thing in there. Okay, sound with the Icicle Crash. But that wouldn't be priority, but there it is. Right, we'll go in with the Bullet Punch here. See how much damage we can do. There we go. That goes in. Inteleon. Inteleon comes in. Water with... We'll superpower him here and see how much damage we do. Sash. Nice. Bullet Punch. Resisted, but priority move. Goes down. And then I'm going to go with Ferrothorn here. Leech Seed. And then we're gonna gyro. Easy. Just in case. And there we go. G. And that's where we're gonna leave that. So yeah, we'll leave the video here because we managed to do 3 battles, but I'll edit this down obviously, so it might be just under half an hour, which is fantastic. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and obviously check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. GMT or BST, depending on the current time zone. Obviously give us a comment down below as well, that really helps us in the algorithm. And be sure to check out ASConflict on Twitch and YouTube. His links are in the description down below, as he is also part of this series. And yeah, I think this team is really good. I think we'll be fine with that, as long as we, again, like the previous gym, just play our cards right and figure out who to use in the perfect moments. I think we will genuinely be fine. I really like this team, and it really helps me out because we only have to shiny hunt 1 person right now. And what I'm probably going to do in the next day or so, prior to starting because I usually record these straight after the battle episodes, I'll probably start prepping the Magnemite tonight / tomorrow, because I'm recording this at about 5 p.m. here. So I'll be prepping that either tonight or the next day, so that we can just go straight into the hunt on my streams and see if we can get the lucky and get the shiny straight away. But yeah guys, I'm going to leave it there so it's not too long for you guys, and I will see you guys in the battle, and hopefully we can get the frozen badge and make it 3 for 3 badges straight after 2 losses. Take care, Chiefs. Peace. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.